This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. To the state of education now, Arizona parents addressing the Save Our Schools referendum. This after a group pushing to stop the expansion of the Arizona School Choice Program says it has enough signatures to pause the new law, at least for now. If that referendum stands up against court challenges, it would go on the ballot in 2024.
A group called Save Our Schools is attempting to put the issue on the ballot. And unfortunately, what that would do is stop the 11,000 students who have already applied and are waiting for their empowerment scholarship funding. It would prevent them from accessing that funding for potentially up to 2 years.
And that law would reallocate money from public school funding so that parents can pay for private schools tuition or homeschool materials. According to the governor's office, parents can still apply for the program, but distribution of those funds will be on hold for now. 2 hikers are safe after they were rescued on trails Saturday. Firefighters tell us that they helped one hiker off of South Mountain and the other off of Piestewa Peak. The good news is both are expected to be okay, but this is just another reminder to stay safe, especially since the weather is still in the triple digits. Heads up for tomorrow, the Echo Canyon Trail. It's going to be closed for repaving projects near the trail. That project will last all month, but the trail will only close for 1 day. Nearly 54 million people in the U.S. have a hard time accessing fresh and healthy food, but one company believes that it's got a solution by upcycling shipping containers into vertical hydroponic farms, creating as much as 2 football fields worth of traditional agriculture.
We don't use pesticides. We use nutrients, and I think the biggest thing that we have going for us is we use 3 to 5 gallons of water a day.
Now, one of the typical criticisms of vertical farming is the limitation on the variety of food that can be produced, but Farm Box Foods says that they have been testing carrots, potatoes, radishes, and more. Well, if you've been in the car shopping game here over the last few years, you may have noticed this. New studies say the quality of new cars has significantly decreased since the start of the pandemic. J.D. Power's 2022 quality study says this applies to 2021 and 2022 model years, adding supply chain issues are forcing companies to cut features and use lower quality parts. All of this leading to an 11% increase in new cars breaking down. So if you're going to buy, here's a tip from the experts.
Be asking the questions: are all of the materials and all of the parts are OEM? You know, are they original? Are they original to the manufacturer specification?
Yeah, remember OEM. Even with the drop in quality, a new car is going to cost you 15% more on average than it would have back in 2020. Beer prices, they're on the way up as well. Right now, breweries say that we could be heading towards a shortage. Many are having trouble getting their hands on cans, but the biggest issue right now is the country's largest CO2 plant in Mississippi is dealing with issues caused by underground volcanoes. That beer price is now shooting up 5% so far this year, but that's expected to rise even further in the coming months. Well, a wild ride in the East Valley. Check this out. A pack of Javelinas taking over Record Road in Mesa. This is near the on-ramp for the Loop 202. This actually was spotted by our producer Shayla on her way into work overnight. In total, she saw about a dozen or more of them and said that they stayed in the road just chilling out for quite a while before moving on. And for the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app. Have a fantastic day.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.